Good evening and welcome to Candles and Coasters. This evening we are going to begin running a Wild Between. I can't talk today. Wild Beyond the Witchlight into the Feywild. It is an adventure written by Wizards of the Coast, and we are filming at Comic Emporium, kind of most city's oldest comic book shop, and we want to thank them for giving us the space to do this. My name is Kara. I will be your DM this evening and throughout this adventure. And I would like to go ahead and introduce my players, and they're going to give you their names.
So, hello, I'm Dustin, and I will be playing Torn Asunder. He is a bard who likes heavy metal.
I'm Jesse. I'm playing Pantheos tonight. He is a Leonin Paladin.
I'm Loretta, and I'm playing Sage Snapdragon. She is a fairy monk.
And I'm Alex, and I'll be playing Jericho Moss Blossom of the West Briar Moss Blossoms, not to be confused with the East Briar Moss Blossoms. Those are kinfolk, but they are not exactly, how you say, what you call, they're a little bit odd, is all.
Thank you. Now that we've introduced ourselves, everyone mostly put their character sheets together, but we haven't rolled our stats yet. So, options, guys. You can roll your stats as normal and roll your d6s and reroll your ones and your ones, or you are welcome to do the thing we tried before and you can roll d20s. If you want to roll 2 d20s and have advantage, the problem is you then have to take them in the order in which you've rolled them.
I'm not even scared.
You're not even scared?
I've been waiting for it.
Nope.
Yep, couldn't wait to do it this time.
Did me pretty dirty last time, so you let me know how that goes for you.
Well, I feel like if I go first, then I'll be kind of like Astral, so I'll just get all the good stats, and then you guys are just done for.
Sure.
So yeah, so I'm ready to roll. I'm going to go ahead and start throwing mine.
All right.
And let's see here. Alright, for my strength, it's either going to be, well, it's going to be a 12, because the other one was terrible with a natural 1, so we're not going to worry about that. Next is going to be our dexterity. Dexterity, ooh, 20, I'll take it.
Look at you.
I'll take it, yes.
Sprightly little bunny.
I'm very fast. Oh yes, that's right, I'm a Harengon, just in case anybody wanted to know. Well, technically I'm not a Harengon, because Harengons are all brigands. I'm actually a Lapine, so. Okay, Constitution's another 20.
Okay.
See, told you.
Sounds like it's working
Not
out for you.
scared. Not scared. I trust these dice. Alright, here we go. 12 on intelligence. Okay. That works out. You don't even know how much that's going to work out. Okay. Woo, man, I need to save this dice because there goes my third 20 for wisdom, which means I am definitely rolling a cleric. Okay, and last but not least is charisma, unless this goes 20, which it didn't, it goes 14, so I'll stick with that. And that means that I am going to end up becoming a cleric, and I'm going to be a peace domain cleric.
All right.
I'm going to be a peacekeeper.
Well, that's exciting. Let's see how that plays out for us. Sage?
Alrighty, so I am going to be a little chicken again, and I'm going to do my 4d6.
Okay.
Reroll ones.
What?
Drop the lowest. That's fine. I'll take it. Alrighty, so that is 11. It's not working out so well so far. I'm gonna end up breaking my thing. Alrighty. Reroll ones. That's fantastic. 16.
Okay.
That is all threes. That's a 9.
Well, you know.
That's 17.
Okay.
Okay, and a 16. Last one is a 12.
Okay.
That should have gone with the 20s.
Well, I mean, it could have been worse.
Yep.
Could have gotten all 9s.
This is very true.
It's kind of rough. That could have been super rough. But it did. All right. This side of the table. Parthenos.
I'll go first. I too am gonna roll 6s.
The rest of us.
Wow. There's no bravery in this room right now.
Not tonight. 14. Reroll ones.
What you getting over there?
14 and a 12 so far.
12. 14's not bad. Okay, not bad.
Another 14.
Okay.
Ten. Oh jeez. Reroll ones. Thankfully. 13. And finally a 15.
Alright.
It's not too bad.
Come on, Torn.
Yes, I'll be brave. So it's
There we go.
2d20s, take the highest, but go down
Metal.
one.
But you have to go down the line. Yep.
Yep. In order, sir.
Let's go with strength.
All right.
Who needs it?
20.
Oh,
you.
there we go.
Not a minotaur part.
And then that's a +2, so that'll be a 22. Alright, dexterity. That'd be a 19. Alright. Then constitution. That's a 12.
I was just about to say, it seemed like the dice were being favorable.
Yeah, I should have hit charisma first. But I have to go in
I
order.
mean, gotta go in order, girl.
You know, well, I get a +1 in that, so that will be it. Intelligence. 20.
Okay.
Alright. Someone paid attention in our college.
Smart.
All right, here we go.
Wisdom. Oof.
Or
Yeah.
not?
There it is.
5.
There it is. Single
Oh,
digits.
that hurts. Okay.
Alright. Well, this is the important one for
Right,
Mark.
because you've already picked your whole character out, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so like if you would have just nat won this right now.
If I roll 2 nat ones, then
You're
I'm
gonna-
not a very
I
charismatic bard.
absolutely. I want to see the nat 1 Minotaur bard over
Well, I
there.
will role play the.
You're gonna have to.
Okay.
Come on, let's see it.
19!
I'll take it.
The dice said he was one of
Alright.
the
Yeah, he
That was
was.
actually fun. I'm gonna do that now.
I know, right?
I don't have to do
There
that.
you go.
And
High risk, high reward.
Okay. All right. So everybody has their numbers now. We all know what we've lost. We all have all of our curses. So I'm going to read a little bit, and I think that's actually going to finish us up for session 0 stuff, and we're actually going to move right into the carnival. So a little bit of stuff, guys. So the traveling extravaganza known as the Witchlight Carnival visits your world once every 8 years. You have a dim memory of sneaking into the carnival as a child or a young adult without paying for a ticket. That memory has grown foggy over time for you, though. It still conjures a weird mixture of emotions, wonder and awe mixed with loss and regret. During this childhood visit, your character lost something. You tried to find it, but the carnival owners, a pair of elves named Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, were decidedly unhelpful. Silly little screeching cricket, said Mr. Witch. You forgot to buy a ticket. The carnival is round and round, said Light. The multiverse is our playground. Nothing's free and nothing's lost. Every visit has its cost. As time passed, your heart became less heavy and you gave less and less thought to those childhood events. Now, for some reason you can't explain, the longing to retrieve that which you've lost has resurfaced, as though an old spell has faded away, allowing you to feel the loss as sharply as if it happened yesterday. The Witchlight Carnival has returned, and you find yourself standing near a ticket booth by the entrance at twilight, just as the carnival is about to open. There, you meet others who look as troubled as you. Without knowing how or why, you sense that each of them has lost something as well. Perhaps fate has brought you four together. as the four of you come up to the ticket booth, we are going to go ahead and move forward into actually session 1, because that is our session 0 stuff. As we come up to the carnival, guys, you are going to see the first stars of night twinkle above the apricot sunset. Giant dragonflies whirl overhead, trailing streamers, and a low mist curls over the ground. Through a floral archway, you glimpse wondrous and vibrant creatures. Elf siltwalkers, dancing fairies, and painted performers. Everywhere there's laughter, pixie dust, bubbles, and the wistful tune of a whistling calliope. Alright guys, so if you would like to, you are free now to attempt to get into the carnival. Would you like to walk up and purchase a ticket? Would you like to try to sneak in? What do you want to do?
Well, it seems how sneaking in last time ended pretty poorly. I'd like to look for the ticket master.
Okay. And the ticket booth is right there in front of you.
It seems like all the tickets have already been bought, but they just went on sale.
Actually, as you walk up, you're going to see is there's a silver statue of a dancing fairy mounted on the roof of the ticket booth. It's surrounded by fluttering butterflies, and the roof's decorated with an animated depiction of the night sky with shooting stars arcing across it. An elderly goblin perches behind the ticket counter and peers at you quizzically through a spyglass. He lowers the spyglass and calls out to you, "Greetings, fair fairgoers. Do you have a ticket?"
Hi, my name's Jericho Mossblossom.
Oh!
West Briar Mossblossoms.
You're Jericho. I have a ticket for you.
You do.
I do. And with that, he pulls a ticket from out of a little box and he hands it to you, along with a map of the carnival so that you may enjoy, as well as a set of butterfly wings, which he tells you everyone wears while we're in the carnival.
Oh, okay. Do they come in vermilion?
You know what? He shuffles around. Give me a persuasion roll.
Well, that's going to be a pretty good persuasion then, I expect, because my persuasion would be 23.
Okay. He looks like he's almost okay with this. He looks excited. You know what? You seem to know exactly what color you want. You know what? You give me a second. And he turns around and he rustles in the back a little bit and he hands you a different set of wings.
Are they vermilion?
Yes, they are.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to know that you have them in vermilion, but I would really like them in chartreuse.
Not sure if I have those anymore. I usually
So
only
you
get
did,
one
you
set.
did at one time, though.
Yeah, but I will look.
That would be fantastic, because before I enter, I would like to make a statement.
You know what? And you would. And he goes back and looks, and you hear him shuffle around, and he moves things around, and he's like, "Aha!" And he pulls them out. The tip of one wing is a little bit bent, like maybe it got shoved behind some boxes, but they are the most beautiful shade of chartreuse.
Wow, that's wonderful right there, but they're damaged.
Yes, they are, but this is all I have. Thank you very much. Have a nice
Any
time
chance
at
I
the
can
fair.
get them vermilion wings again, just for comparison's sake?
You know, honestly, what if I give you both sets of wings?
Well, that right there
and
would
you
be
just
just
wear
fine.
one on top of another.
I think that would be just absolutely the most. You're a very kind person.
Yes, and that, you know what? I think that'll make this whole experience much better for you.
It will.
Yes? Okay.
It definitely will. I will write home about this.
Okay. Go on.
Now?
Yes. You may want to enter the carnival. The welcome gifts will be handed out any minute. You might want to be inside when that happens.
There's more gifts?
There's more things. So many.
Oh, all right, then I suppose I'll go. Hey, these three people are with me. Can they also get into your special little circus here?
What are your, well, you work here. I know you. Sage, there is actually a ticket, though, for you that was left. So there's that.
Thank you.
And
Awesome. Work here.
Torn, yeah, you,
Yes.
as you know, y'all don't even need tickets, but here is a ticket because I did have, they were held for you, and I'm sorry, you?
Parthenos.
Yep, that was the name of the other person. Okay, so here is yours. Hands wings out to everyone except the person with wings, because he's like, you don't wear extra wings.
Thank you.
No,
You took your
I
wings.
wear
Good.
extra wings.
Yeah, you can have 2. You be special with 2, and I'll stick with my
You
1.
know, my mama
It gets in
said,
the way of flying.
my mama
Okay.
said, my mama said that I was pretty special.
You are.
I can see that.
And I'll pet his buddy here.
He's all
Hey now.
very well.
These are for looking and not touching.
All right, folks. What would you like to do? Would you like to go ahead and walk into the carnival?
You are an impertinent fairy.
Yeah, sure.
I like that.
Come have fun at the place that I work, sure.
Yeah.
What
So-
about our friend here, Mr. Pantyhose?
Oh, I gave him his ticket and his wings.
What color are your wings there, sir?
Olive.
Olive? Well, I olive them very much. They're beautiful.
Yes.
Oh, did Torrin get to put on wings?
Yes, they're a little tight. So they kind of, Torn is he's like 8 foot tall, 280 pounds of pure muscle. So it's like little tiny baby wings coming off of his back.
Did
But
you
they're
get
red.
ones?
Very uncomfortable.
All right. And he tells you, the 2 of you work here, so you're used to it, but have fun.
I used to.
Make sure your friends know how to have fun.
We'll
So,
show him around.
so you guys work here at this country fair circus place?
Yes.
And yet you also spend your downtime here? Or are you working?
No, this is downtime
This is
today.
downtime. It's a fun place.
When you're working, you don't get to enjoy all of the accommodations.
Huh,
You're busy behind the scenes.
that sounds miserable.
So every now and then we get to actually have a day to go ride the rides and enjoy like everybody else.
All right, well then, I suppose y'all should lead the way.
I personally like the dragonfly rides.
What are you going to do?
I don't think I'll like that very much.
You want to fly?
You have maps in front of you,
Yep.
so you have a map of the carnival, which he has handed out to each of you. That shows you where all of the big stuff is. There are small drink stands and small fun games kind of peppered throughout, but these are the big things. So, as you first walk in, how do you want to proceed? Do you want to go straight? Do you want to turn? What do you want to do?
My suggestion was dragonfly rides, but
There you go.
someone else wants to go somewhere else.
They have snail racing. Do you think you would like snail racing?
I knew a snail once, and his name was Edgar. He talked real slow, and I found him enchantingly befuddling, but I do not think that a snail race would be very entertaining.
Well, while you shuffle along and Jericho continues to tell you how he doesn't want to do any of the fun things, you come up
Watch him on the
beside,
dragonfly ride then.
you start walking straight in, and you are going to walk up next to a calliope. A merry tune spills forth from an instrument on the back of a brightly painted wagon. A monkey wearing a cloak covered with buttons turns a handle at the wagon's rear, sending music into the air from rows of golden whistles. As you watch, a goblin, dressed as a ladybug, toddles up to you, rattling a tin cup.
What is this enchanting device that elicits such dulcet tones upon my ears? What is this machine?
The goblin just looks at you and says, spare a button, if you please.
A button? Why does he want buttons?
Button to get on the ride.
There is,
This is a ride?
if you
You
look,
can ride this magical musical masterpiece?
when you look at the monkey, you can see his cloak is covered in different sizes of buttons. And it looks like he just collects them.
Well, okay, as it turns out, I may have a button to spare. And it seems like is this called a calliope?
Yes.
A calliope. This is the most majestic thing I've ever heard. It is as if the music of the universe has descended upon me and plays in my ears. I must share this with the world. Here, monkey, I have buttons for you if you will continue to play this device.
And he nods and says, I absolutely intend to, and I'm excited for the buttons.
The monkey speaks.
He does.
This night just gets more and more magical. Here, Sir Monkey, here is, I give him several buttons.
Okay.
And I try to pick out nice ones that he does not already have.
That's very kind of you. Thank you.
Just play, monkey.
Yeah.
Play.
He continues. He continues to play. And as you stand there, the goblin reaches for your hand and tries to pull you into a little dance with her.
All right. I have never danced, but I would love to try. Thank you very much, Miss Ladybug. Ladybug Goblin.
Yeah, she shows you a couple of little steps to a jig and encourages you to dance along with her.
I will do my best to mimic her steps. However, I am my aunt Nanny Top says that I was born with 2 left feet, and then they cut those off and gave me 2 more left feet that do not belong to me. That's how bad of a dancer I am.
Okay, what are the rest of you making of this?
And I'm enjoying the song, and I'm just staring in awe, just kind of nodding, and yeah, doing my own little
Amused by
thing.
his delight, his childlike delight.
I see.
Absolutely enamored.
It's fabulous.
Just watching everything going on.
You just got thrown in with a bunch of strangers and you have no idea what's happening now.
I'm very far away from where I normally am,
Okay.
but studying the map.
Okay. All right. So as Jericho dances, what do the other 3 of you? Do you want to do something? Do you want to look for something? Do you want to just let Jericho dance and then pull him away eventually? What do we want to do?
I want to go ride the dragonfly rides.
Okay.
If they
So-
can even hold me.
That is the question.
We do believe that there's at least one that.
Yes.
Okay. So do you want to head towards the dragonfly rides?
That's where I'm going.
Okay.
If anyone wants to follow.
I'll babysit this one.
Okay.
I'll
Thank
follow
you,
the
Miss Ladybug. I would like to please move along
All right.
where I can see
There's
the
a
rest of
big rag
your
We're
fantastic,
here, so you know what the best ideas
what's
are.
called, gathering.
And she nods at you and walks off.
Ready to
Right.
see the dragonfly rides?
No, that sounds horrifying, but let's do it.
Okay.
They're great, I promise you.
No, anytime I hear the word dragon, I just think back to great Gildan Scales. That's my grandsire. He's a gold dragon. He's not well. I mean, he's still with us, but he likes. Anyways, it's family drama.
Did he marry into the family?
Yeah, he had a thing for cottontails.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
All right. As
So he
you.
married great grandma Foxglove, and then from them they had there was blackberry moss blossom, and then there was clover moss blossom, and then there was crowla moss blossom. Now those were their kids, which would make them my great grandparents.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's where they came from. They are still around too, because great grandsire Gildan Scales. He was he's gold dragon. Did I tell you that already?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he lives a really long time.
Yeah, and so did his progeny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Should
they
have
like
the
to
same
lord
blood.
that over us.
Oh.
All right.
Well, as you wander along, you're going to pass, of course, small stalls. You see a couple of games set up. Matter of fact, you actually see like a little ring toss game set up right next to the dragonfly rides. And there's a little bit of a line to the dragonfly rides, and of course, and there's also like a stall across the way to grab something to drink if you'd like. But as you walk up to these dragonfly rides, it looks like they go ahead and you're about to be in the front, but what you see is huge lily pads resting on the surface of a pool of glistening with phosphorescent algae. Giant dragonflies use these lily pads as landing platforms, and they buzz loudly. They have giant wings as brilliant as stained glass windows, and they alight briefly to drop off people and pick up new passengers. Everyone looks like they're really enjoying themselves. They have a little harness you can strap into, so maybe you'll be okay.
You want me to strap myself to that monstrosity?
Next to the entrance, there is a smiling tree, and he turns to you and beckons you over.
That's the problem. It's the giant dragonfly. Do you know dragonflies will eat you?
These ones are tame. They won't.
I do not believe that.
That's my job to feed them. Like I
Besides,
promised
What do
you.
you
They're
feed them? Do you feed them Jerichos?
No.
Oh, that's a good answer.
All right, the giant tree person appears to be the one tending the ride this evening, and he
Giant tree person. Hello, giant tree
reaches
person.
out his hand to you and says, "Are you going to ride?"
Yes, please.
Yes. All right.
Tell me, giant tree person, is your bark worse than your bite?
Yes, but my squirrel friend here, he's pretty vicious.
You have a squirrel?
There's a little squirrel, a little red squirrel that's running around in his bushes, and he's just peering at you, very suspiciously.
Well, that would make sense because squirrels have what you call is when you can't. You know when you're trying to decide on something and then something else happens and you decide to go that. Did somebody say something about some sort of candy? Anyways, that's kind of like what squirrels. Yeah, I'm still not getting no.
Okay. Absolutely.
No, I will meet you at the end of this horrific ride.
Fair enough. I'm gonna have fun.
You're gonna stay on the ground, Jericho?
Yes, I believe
All
that
right.
is the best place for me.
All right.
I would like to stay out of the clutches of these ginormous monstrosities.
Lion Man, come ride with me.
Lead the way.
Let's go.
All right. As the two of you get on, these beautiful dragonflies loop down, and oddly enough, they match the wings that you were wearing. So fantastic, right? As you kind of strap yourself in, they're wearing a little bit of like a little saddle harness for you to hopefully not fall off. And you begin to alight into the sky, and they usually kind of fly just around the area a little bit. As you do this, though, actually shouts of alarm begin erupting from one of the nearby lily pads. It looks like one of the dragonflies has taken off a bit prematurely, and someone is dangling halfway off of their back.
Who was right? Who was right? That's right. Jericho was right. You should trust Jericho's instincts when it comes to giant monstrosities.
All right.
I feed them, he said.
Yeah, this is awesome.
That's not what that person
Right.
said. They said, help, I'm dangling.
Okay.
That's that person's problem.
Oh my goodness. All right. You see that the dragonfly itself looks a little startled because, of course, it thought its rider was on, and they're not, and they're streaming now. The dragonfly looks unsure what to do, and it kind of hovers up and down a little bit. Yes.
Can I fly up and try and direct the dragonfly to land?
You can.
Miss Sage, you are not working, Miss Sage. You must clock in.
Can you give me an animal handling check, please?
21.
Okay, sounds like you're good. What do you say to the dragonfly?
Be like, calm down and let's land so we can get them back on.
Okay. So it follows your direction. You have wings. It seems to trust that you seem to use your wings too. It lands safely, and you are able to help this gentleman who was not very successful at strapping himself in before. And you are able to help him off, and he can make his own decision whether he wants to do that whole ride thing again or not. He looks a little woozy though from hanging upside down.
Yeah. Let's go have a seat and try again in a minute when you calm down.
Make the right decision.
The two of you that are riding the dragonflies, they kind of just go very quickly around pretty much the entire carnival grounds, so you get a really quick flash of pretty much everything. From, you can see these giant swan rides, which, you know, those of you who work here are used to, you know what that is. Some of you, that looks completely odd. It looks like just a giant swan that people are sitting on riding. You see flashes of a mermaid, you see flashes of just bunches of different tents and spectacles. You see, you know, pockets of people who look like maybe they're not doing the best, but, you know, they don't look like they're doing anything wrong, just maybe not great. And you see these great big giant bubbles floating over the crowd from somewhere to the side of all different colors floating around. You actually see some people floating in some of them. So you just kind of get a quick glimpse of the entire carnival as you ride. You land back safely after a few minutes, and the treant punches your tickets as you leave, and he asks you how the ride was. Did you enjoy it?
Yes, it was metal.
You always say that, Torn. You always say that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
One day the world will know what it means.
Yes. Yes. One day. Yeah?
Yeah.
You?
It was very wonderful. As I was flying, I was just admiring the scenes and seeing if everything on the map is correct.
Of course my map is correct. Our maps are the best.
There you go. Huh, I told you you didn't
Do it when I slap you. It's like.
All right. What would you like to do?
Well, I suppose now that you all have got the monstrosity riding out of your systems,
Yes. You can
perhaps we should attend one of the special tents or games that they have here at your little place.
Any specific carnival game you want to go play?
Well, I actually, which way to the midway? Is it about midway through?
It's actually, the midway is kind of actually located back. If you go backwards, y'all went this way, you need to go back. And it's actually over there along the edge of the bubble teapot. You'll see there's an empty space, and that's where most of your carnival games are located.
Ah.
Well, there we go. Let's go that way.
So to the teapot.
Right, to teapot.
As you begin doing this, you see that obviously they decided it's time to quite officially open the carnival up. Some of you are very used to this. You know exactly what this is. You're used to it. You see it all the time. But there is just a moment of kind of pause and everything, and all of a sudden you see this giant 12-foot tree walking around, handing out little, you see him, he is garlanded in gold ribbons. He is marching down the thoroughfare, and emerald clouds swirl above the trees and rain down these golden spinning sycamore seeds. As this happens, some of the fairgoers try to catch the seeds before they hit the ground, and as the seeds gently fall, there is a chatty squirrel scampering around as well, kind of running back and forth, and he's actually handing out dandelions to select passersby as they go through. As they pass you, the squirrel reaches out and attempts to hand you each a dandelion. That is up to you whether you take it or not.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Squirrel.
Yep. Yes, all
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You know, that is fascinating that I got him to do just that one job, and he's maintained it this whole time.
All right.
That's
Anything-
pretty good.
Would you like this job?
No, gosh, no.
Anything
I don't
else
want to
that you
hand out
want
those
to do?
stupid dandelions. I'm just proud for him.
When you do this, of course, you kind of see him go, and of course all of those of you who work here are used to it, but you hear the train kind of calling out to people, that those of you gifted with a dandelion, make sure you make a wish when you blow it. And he continues down the thoroughfare away from you.
Put that in my pocket.
Those of you who did get a dandelion, if you do decide to blow on it, there are cards on the table that have dandelions on them. I want you to write your character's wish, please, on them, and then set them to the side for me.
Okay. I'm not going to blow on it just yet, but I will hold on to mine.
Okay.
I'm doing it right now.
You let me know how long that lasts. Dandelions are not hardy things, sir.
That's okay. I'm going to put in a little book and press it.
Okay. Yes.
That doesn't have a dandelion on it.
No, that one is, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, they got swapped around, I'm sorry.
No, I actually went to
You
grab
should
one
be.
because I like the color better. I was
Oh,
like,
fair enough. Yeah, I know.
No.
No, that's fine. It doesn't matter. You're good. You're good. All right. As you do that, you are going to, as you do that, you're going to continue to walk along, and you're going to walk right into the area with all these little games, and you hear all kinds of different things being called out. You hear someone yelling out, "What do you do when the eye of the Cyclops falls upon you? You stare right back into it if you've got the stamina. That's what you do." And you hear other barkers hailing other games. You hear, you see a gnome over to the side, and you see them talking about, you see a bunch of people, like a bunch of different people lined up, and they're scribbling furiously, and you hear him talking to everyone about how they are running a poetry contest here in a few moments. And you see there are just several different, you see a booth that has huge banners painted on it, and it's got some cockatrices inside of it, and you hear somebody yelling, "Can you guess how many feathers? Can you guess them?" And you see another one with a little, you see a ring, a small ring with goblins, and they are offering to wrestle people in the crowd. What do you want to do? These are your most of your game. There are a couple other things, but those are the big things.
Mr. Parthanos.
Yes.
Anyways, I think I have found the perfect game for you, sir.
And which would that be?
Well, see, you strike me as a strong yet serious individual, and I think that you might be able to stare down that there Cyclops.
You believe so?
I do, for the moment.
For the
I have been proven wrong, but I would like to see you prove me right.
Well, there's only one way to find out, isn't there?
That is what I am implying, sir. Go stare down that Cyclops. I believe in you. Jericho is on your side.
Oh, you can do it. You look
Alright.
strong.
As you come up, you see the Cyclops, and he is staring down someone else, and there's another person to the side talking, and they turn to you. There's actually a small fairy person, and they say, "Are you going to compete?" "Yes." "Yes, you're going to outstare our Cyclops, yeah?"
My little friend over here has convinced me, yes.
All right, let's see
Really?
what's happened. And as you watch, you see that the person who's been staring into the Cyclops' eye blinks and throws up their hands and says, "That's fine, whatever.
Have we done extra?
Do whatever," and walks off.
2,
Um,
6.
at this point, you are going to
Maybe.
go ahead. You see the
It's hard to
Cyclops kind
tell
of
without the
roll his shoulders
sand against with the
blink.
pencil.
and say, "Okay, next." All right, he begins to stare at you, and I need you to roll me a Constitution check, please. Whoever blinks first loses. You hear the fairy calling out, trying to get other people to stare.
Oh, Parthenos is going to lose immediately because that's a nat 1.
Oh, that's just awful.
It seems that your eyes just began to water the moment you thought about holding them open, and you blink. And he looks at you and just goes, "Pitiful, pitiful. Why?"
Look, he wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready.
He
Look,
wasn't ready.
he gave you the eye of the lion, and he needed to give you the eye of the tiger. So, all right, I need you to refocus and try again. He can take my stamp this time.
He can take your stamp.
Yes.
He's gonna go for you.
Yes, he's going
All right.
I believe in you. Do not fail me again.
You got this, buddy.
I'll try not to.
All right, guys.
Alright,
Okay.
I'm going to go.
As he's going up, I'm tapping him. And I'm like, you got this, but I'm also bestowing guidance upon him, so he gets an extra D4 on his roll.
All right, good
Oh,
deal.
alright.
All right, yeah.
Never mind.
Let's try this again.
Try this again.
You can do this. I believe in you.
I'm gonna use that guidance. Is that 12?
And it almost looks like you're gonna get it, and you blink at the last second.
If only you could have some sort of inspiration to go along with it.
I guess you can take mine and I can give you that inspiration.
We're gonna try it again? You sure? Come on.
Sure.
Come on. Other people
on.
wanna try.
Third time, sir.
Other people wanna
Third
try.
time.
Come on.
At this point, you have.
Alright.
I mean, you got to make it at this point.
Lion man, do this because I know you can.
That's pretty good.
That is the
You got your
plan.
headliner.
So, bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
That is the D4 as well.
It's a D6 actually.
Oh, yeah, he's actually pretty good at it, not me.
I thought it was a D4. And I was like, oh, that's actually a D6.
Yes.
But he was going to hold it back for himself.
Alright, we'll try one last time.
We believe in you. I mean, not really, because you've already failed twice. But
You're the one that pushed me this way.
The heckling
you
from
know,
the little fairy
it just
person
felt like-
is just.
it just felt
I
like
am just doubled over
you needed
laughing
to
at
be
everybody
brought
at this point.
into this wonderful carnival, and I feel like you're a man of games.
You're gonna let a bunny push you around? Come on. Come on.
Well, I'll push him
Who called me a
Wanna
bunny?
try this again?
I'm gonna push him over to the goblin wrestling here soon.
Listen here, Pixie. I am not a bunny.
I am not a pixie.
Well, I am not a bunny.
You look like one.
Well, you look like Pixie. How about that? Your color seems a little faded.
You feeling alright, buddy? I
I'm just
can
saying.
kick you out.
I'm just saying, you called me a bunny. That was uncalled for.
Bunnies are cute and fluffy.
Do I look cute and fluffy?
Yes.
We were not asking you. I'm asking the faded one. Looks like they need a little more glitter.
No, you're right. You don't.
That's
You
right.
don't look
I
cute
am not
and or
a bunny.
No,
I'm a lay pine.
you look battle scarred. Yes.
Lay pine.
Mhm. And he turns his attention from you,
Happened
With
some
that?
years ago.
quickly dismissing
Put
you.
your hands in your pockets, fairy.
All right.
One final
All
time.
right.
What are we doing?
All right.
Chance.
We're doing it.
Yeah.
Here he goes.
Yeah.
Third time.
Come on.
We got this. We believe in you.
Come on.
That's an 11.
I just hate you.
It's okay.
We now
Happens.
know much more about you, which is you are not to get involved in any sort of staring contests.
Listen, I make maps.
I do not believe that that would be an accurate statement, as you cannot hold the gaze of a single eyeball.
I haven't seen.
All right. Moving along. Moving along. Come on.
Moving along.
Y'all have taken up my time. All right. We've got. All right. You have other things. You have other attractions. There are drinks to be had if you want something to drink. There's candy. There are a couple of other. There's gnome poetry. There's goblin wrestling. There is. An Alamarge ring toss. There is a little funny-looking creature with a little horn on its head bouncing around, and people are trying to toss rings on it.
I'm gonna go do ring toss.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that.
All right. Let's go.
All right.
All right. And as you do, you're so used to the change where they look at you and they're like, "Really, Sage? Again?" Okay. All right. You know the rules. You've got to get 3 on there, right? Yeah. You need 3.
Okay.
All right. 2 or 3 to win the prize. Yeah. All right. Don't cheat. All right. Roll me a dex check, please.
You got this, Sage.
24.
Good deal. All right. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Need 1 more.
All right.
with 2 rings it is. And he's like, look at you. You've been practicing, Sage. Good job. All right, then. All right, you know how the prizes go, Sage. And he reaches back and he rustles around and he pulls forth for you one of the prizes, and it is a small cookie cutter that is shaped like a unicorn, and hands it to you and tells you, here you go, and you have a great day, Sage.
Thank you.
All right, guys, what else are we gonna do?
Sir Minotaur, Mr. Torn.
Yes, love pine.
See, now he gets it.
Love pine.
That right there is mutual respect. Mr. Minotaur, Mr. Torn.
Yes.
It would seem that you, as a what you call a
Bard?
no, that's not the word I'm looking for. As a songsmith.
Songwriter? Lyricist?
That's the one.
All right.
Bard. As a bard, you probably have some good talents with making things rhyme, and I'd like to see you beat the pants off that gnome over there.
All right, I'll try it.
All right.
So,
So we're gonna enter a gnomish poetry contest, are we?
I have no idea how gnome poetry works, but I did write a poem.
All right.
Just so he's not aware, Jericho does also give him guidance.
Okay.
And that's a
Okay.
D4.
That would be a D4, yes.
All right. And as you walk up, Gnome looks at you and he's like, okay, all right. All right, you know the deal. Sound the chime, it's time to rhyme. You bring the poem and we'll bring the Noam. All right. So,
That's pretty good. I think you're licked.
I'm gonna need a charisma check from you for this one, please.
All right, go ahead and do that.
Yep.
All right, so that's just a charisma check. So that's a 18. I don't even need to use the guidance for that.
Okay.
But you
And
probably
18.
should anyway, because
Yeah.
I said you gotta beat his
18,
pants off.
19, 20, 21 with guidance.
okay, so you're gonna need 3 out of 5 successful checks.
Ooh.
So,
The guidance only worked for that one. Or do it still?
no, if you didn't use the guidance, you still have it to use on the other option if you
But
want.
he did use it. And
Oh, fine.
However, I will continue to provide it as it is something I can just do.
I mean,
Why
not?
Now,
Ah.
are you performing this, or are you simply reciting from memory?
Well, that one's a 4, so.
He didn't do his vocal warm
Torn,
up.
torn.
Did not.
You're never gonna make it big like that, buddy. Come on, you better.
Hey, now, all right.
You want to hear
Let's-
some words?
Yeah, we're gonna have some words here. That's the problem.
All right.
As you have just uttered nonsense, and this needs to be a practiced thing.
All right.
We believe you can do this. That's right. Get your voice juice going.
All right, well, it's a poem, not a song. There is a difference between the two. I have to speak it. I'm not the best speaker, but here we go.
This is like spoken song. You can do this.
All right. I am torn asunder, and I can handle any blunder with the sound of my thunder. Welcome to the Witchlight. Be nice and don't fight. In this place, all is right. Have fun and play games, and let them be your birds.
It was fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I will definitely consider buying your first album.
All right.
Well, then let me perform here.
I will highly
Let's
consider.
do
That
those
is highly
rolls,
praised
and
right
on the
there.
next one, I will allow you to change his D4 to a D6.
Oh. Heck yeah. Come on. Ooh, that's a 20 with the D6. That's a 23.
All right. Fantastic. All right.
So that was how many?
You need. We're gonna do up to 5 rolls. You need 3 successes.
Alright, that was.
All right.
Alright,
So that's 2 successes, 1 fail so far.
Do I get to do the D6 or not?
No, I got to do 4 this time.
Alright. That's an 18, 19, 20, 21.
Okay. All right. You're good.
Yeah!
You know what? He's like, I give. I'm not gonna keep going. You know what? I give. And you should think about going ahead and talking to them about letting you perform that one at the big top.
Yeah,
I think it's a
I've been
fantastic
trying.
idea.
See, I told you.
Yeah.
I'm glad you listened and believed in yourself. If only someone else had, who shall remain nameless at this point in time.
Well, thank you for believing in me, Lapine and Sir Jericho.
Jericho's just fine. You can call me Jericho.
As your
Or
prize,
Jer.
a
Or Jer
fluffy
Jer,
toy spider
Jer
is
Bear.
handed to you.
Yes!
Is it black?
But never
Yes.
Jerry.
Yes!
Mr. Moss Blossom would be fine too, but that Mr. Moss Blossom would be my father.
What about just Mr. Moss?
I don't know who that would be. Because see, I'm Jericho Moss Blossom of the West Briar Moss Blossoms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shortening it, just shortening it.
No,
It's
you
just
don't.
Mr.
You
Moss.
don't short it. You've got to say the whole thing.
So Jericho Moss Blossom.
There, see, of the West Briar Moss Blossoms.
So Jericho Moss Blossom of the Westbriar Moss Blossoms.
Right, not to be confused with the East Briar Moss Blossoms.
Not to be confused with the Eastbriar Moss.
Are you writing
He
a
just starts
song about
doing
me
his
right
song.
now?
I think so.
I do believe that is the most flattering thing I think I've ever heard. However, I will retain 50% of the rights on this.
Fair. I'll cut you in.
All right.
So, question.
Yes,
Are
sir.
these prizes considered trinkets as well?
Actually, yes. So the prize that she got is just a normal, regular trinket. What you actually just received is a spider. It actually, as an action, you can stroke the toy spider to gain the benefit of spider climb, and it will last for 1 hour. However, once it's used, it's gone. So,
You're
make a
welcome.
note. Very exciting things. All
What
right.
a wonderful prize that you have just won. I wonder what other prizes could have been won.
I got this amazing cookie cutter.
Wow, what does your cookie cutter do? Does it do something magical?
It makes unicorn cookies. What else do you need it to do?
Magic.
I suppose if you like that kind of thing, that would be pretty
I
magical.
do, very much so.
Well, Jericho Moss Blossom would.
So, all right, let's try this again. It's Jericho Moss Blossom of the West Briar Moss Blossoms.
Jericho Moss Blossom of the Westbriar Moss Blossom.
You're almost there, but I'll give it to you this time.
But I say it's your turn to play a game. I believe you can do one of these.
I have been playing games this whole time, but you guys have been my pieces.
Well, would you like to play one of these games to try to win a nice prize? I
Well,
promise
I-
I'll try my best to
I don't
inspire
want to
you.
show anybody up that may have already failed 3 times, but I suppose we could possibly look into something. What other games might I find?
You might find gnome wrestling. Goblin wrestling. Not gnome wrestling. Goblin wrestling.
I've already done that tonight. Next.
You might find an option to attempt to catch a dragon by the tail. That seems like it might be interesting, sir.
You
Or
see-
you might be asked to see if you can guess the number of feathers.
You know, I actually happen to have a little background catching dragons by the tail, so I feel like I might have an unfair advantage of that. So that's the one I won't do.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I will give you bardic inspiration.
I feel inspired.
Catch the dragon by his
All
tail.
right.
I feel guided and inspired.
Bill.
All right. As you come up, you are greeted by a human saying, "Prizes, prizes! Catch the dragon by the tail and win yourself a piece of its sword." Are you gonna do this?
Well, I mean, I'm just a humble country leg pine, but I think I would like to throw my hat in this ring.
Yeah. As you talk, he just reaches up and starts tying a blindfold over your eyes, and he starts ushering you into a little booth.
Hands, sir, hands.
You wish. He
Maybe I
ushers you
do.
into.
Maybe that's what I was suggesting, sir.
He ushers you into the booth, and you start hearing the giggles of a little fairy dragon, and you can kind of hear it whizzing around behind you. I will need you, sir, to give me a perception check.
A perception check, you say?
Yes, I do.
Well, would you happen to know that I am fairly proficient at perception?
Are you
I feel like I might be.
though? Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and roll that one there. And we're going to throw some of these with it. Because while I may be proficient, that does not necessarily mean that destiny is on my side this evening. So with a 15.
With a 15, no, you do not catch the little fairy dragon. It even clips your ear as it flies past you and giggles.
Hands.
All right, you get 3 tries.
All right. I would like. Okay, I'm gonna do something a little sneaky now.
You got
Yeah.
bardic inspiration.
Yeah. So
Might not go well in the carnival.
So I am going to reach into my little pocket here and pull out a shiny silver marble that I set in my hand, and I say, "Oh, would you look at that? It is a shiny object that I hear all things fairy-like enjoy putting in their hoards. I would gladly trade it for a touch of a tail." And I
Okay.
hold it out, and then I'm waiting with my other hand so that when it comes up to investigate like its curious self ought to, I'm gonna snatch it out of the air.
All right. Roll me another perception check.
All right, now this one is gonna be a little bit better.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be a lot better. So this one's 23.
There you go. And it goes to attempt to reach down and grab the marble out of the
Got
top
you,
and
little
catch it.
Margaret.
Yep.
I swing him around by the tail. I got him.
Poor thing. He looks like he's very used to this. He's, oh my god, again, another one that's swinging about the tail. All right, fine. Stop.
Not till I get my prize.
I can't give you a prize if you don't let go of me.
Can I take my blindfold off now?
Yes.
I take my blindfold off. What color is this fairy dragon?
He is a beautiful, you know what? He's a beautiful little purple dragon.
Oh, aren't you just the most precious thing in the entire world? I would love to take you home with me and keep you in a little tiny aquarium where I would feed you. I don't know what you're kind to eat, but I imagine it's like clementines and turtles and pralines. You would just be welcome in my home. Mama probably would not approve. She does not actually approve of me bringing home pets anymore. You bring home, it doesn't matter anymore.
The human reaches out his hand for the little dragon.
Do I have to? Can I just keep this one?
You
I would
cannot.
love it and hold it and squeeze it.
You cannot.
All right. I even named it already. Its name is Clementine.
His name is not Clementine.
I feel like it might be, though.
And his name is Mr. Grape. Now give him back to me.
Mr. Grape. See, Clementine is such a more majestic name. Why would you stay with this individual who gave you such a plain name?
Thank you.
Clementine.
And the dragon runs onto the human's shoulder and just at you. And the human holds out your prize. It is a little glove puppet in the shape of a wizard. What you can do with this puppet, when you attempt, and he tells you, he says, just so you know, you put your fingers in the puppet and you wave it out as if you are truly a wizard. He will be able to cast a minor illusion for you. And
Well, that is just amazing.
Raspberry metal.
3 times. 3 times.
Oh, I get to do this 3 times, you say?
I'm sure you'll use them in the best ways possible. Given looks not worried at all about giving you such a special item. He looks like he's just like he's gonna waste. Alright. Guys, as we do know, of course, time is passing in the carnival. As we're doing this, you have spent 1 hour already. You have 8 hours here, and everyone is encouraged. You hear people kind of talking about, and those of you who work for the carnival know that there's always a big show in the middle of the night, and everyone's invited to attend that midnight show. So you've got a few more hours if you want to wander around. You can continue to play games. You can go to different things or different people to talk to. What do you want to do?
I feel like
Play
we have
games?
fleeced the midway fairly well at this point.
Mhm.
So let us move on. Does anybody
Yeah.
else have something they would like to do?
I want to take him to the Pixie Kingdom. I think he might like that one after his enjoyment with the Pixie Dragon.
Yeah, Sage is a big fan of the Pixie Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Obvious reasons. It's not as bad as it sounds.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna head
Let's
to
go
the-
do this. What could possibly go wrong?
All right, as you stroll down, you begin towards the Pixie Kingdom, and Sage, of course, you are, I'm sure, flying in front of him, explaining to him how excited you are. There are other people around you. You actually almost, Torn, you're so small, you're so tall that you actually almost get bumped into once or twice by these bubbles that are floating around with different creatures inside of them. Maybe not. You agree.
You rode on a monstrosity when you could have been floating around in a bubble.
No, these bubbles can carry me.
They almost float into you a few times, and you keep walking.
Oh,
There
I
are
believe
people around you having a good time, cheering each other on. Everything looks good. It looks like Carnival's having a good time. And we continue to the Pixie Kingdom. Yes?
Yeah. Is there a food place along the way that I might
Sure
get a foot-long carrot dog?
You can look for a carrot dog. I feel
Oh,
like
only if it is on the way.
Oh, well,
I feel
mean,
like
there
the
is.
affair is not complete unless you have some obscene food that you are nomming upon.
There is a little stand to the side that appears to have some types of vegetables. They appear to be liberally sprinkled with sugar, but nonetheless.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
If you would
Usually
like
them
to.
deep fried and rolled in cornbread, but
Yep.
that's okay.
Well, not rolled cornbread. Nope. But we do put a little bit of pixie dust in there. Makes them fantastic.
Is that legal?
No. They have their permit.
Yeah.
Oh, this is one of them kind of places where you can actually get stuff. Okay, yeah.
Hey, don't question the integrity. Don't question the integrity.
I would never question the integrity. I will simply go with the flow, my friend.
Okay. And he reaches for your ticket, punches it, and hands you back this creation of what might be a carrot. There's carrot in there somewhere. There's a lot of sugar. And it looks like it might be even drizzled in maybe syrup, but there you go.
Oh my god. I don't even know where to begin.
They're pretty good. I don't even like vegetables, and I like that one.
For you? For any of you? We're having anything? Yeah?
Right, because I'm definitely not going to share this.
Yeah.
Anything other
any
than
meat
vegetables?
options? Protein?
Oh,
Protein!
I've got, yeah, of course. We know how you are, Torn. He turns to the side, and he has some of what looks kind of like what you normally find at a carnival, maybe.
It's not made from cow, is it? That's the only meat I don't eat.
Why wouldn't feed you?
And Jericho meat. You don't eat Jericho meat either.
Cow?
Yes.
Makes
That's
face.
correct. Yes is the answer that I was
Yes.
looking for.
This is what
Yes,
shows
I do not eat
performance.
Jericho moss blossom of the West Briar moss blossom meat.
Yes.
Now, not that you know this, but if you were so inclined to ever find out how the vendors, the meat might mostly be old horses, that usually pull wagons and they're too old now, or the foxes. But it all tastes the same.
It's not cannibalism, sorry.
There you go. It all tastes
It's
the
called
Sweet-
recycling.
Sweet pastries.
Yes, there are not pastries so much, but he does have some sugar sprinkled mushrooms.
Oh,
Okay. And as far as that is concerned, they do have something that looks a little different, and he's like, this feels like something that you might be annoyed about, but I'm gonna say it anyway, sir, because do have this one thing we're trying. It's a little different, but they're these candies with catnip in them, and we're trying them out, and I just,
They have a permit, it's okay.
Stop it. They have a permit.
You
It's fine.
know, we're at a fair. You should
Matter of
lighten
fact,
up.
I mean, honestly, I need to know if they're
Don't
any
be
good.
afraid to experiment.
And I don't see enough people that I think would give me an honest review. You feel like you give me an honest review. I won't charge you for them if you'll just taste them for me. Tell me if they're any good.
For research purposes.
For research purposes.
I'll oblige.
Absolutely. Thank you. All right, everybody good? All right. Fantastic. All right.
Mine's gone already. While you were placing your orders, Jericho took one nibble and then devoured it. He's twitching a little at this point in time. Yeah, he's got another twitch at this point.
I mean, you want another carrot.
No, I reckon that would probably put me in a coma.
For the rest of the night, Parthenos, because you were willing to try it for him and he asked you for a review,
Right.
what did you think of them?
They're good.
Are they good?
Yes.
Do you think I can actually sell these?
Well, I mean, if you get some more Leonin around, I'm pretty sure they would.
Yeah. You think Tabaxis?
Maybe it's
Is that
Tabaxis.
racist? I can say that, right?
Is it racist to assume that all Leonin and Tabaxi are related?
Very.
I didn't say that.
See,
I
that's
didn't say
that's
that.
what
didn't
that's
say
why
that.
I'm asking. See, I heard somebody over that yonder that way who said that he thought you looked like a Tabaxi. Now, I cannot place his face or anything that might help you track him down. But if I should see him again, I will point him out so that you may correct him.
So why don't we go find him now?
Well,
Come along with me.
we are actually on our way to the Pixie Kingdom, and Sage here was dying to show us, and I feel like it would be rude at this point. But don't you worry, I will keep an eye out for that ne'er-do-well.
So you would endorse these then, yeah?
Very.
That fabulous. You see him making a note. You see a small pixie come up and look at you and scribble something really quick. And like, I got it. I got the picture. I got this. Yes, we're gonna get these. Fantastic. We're gonna sell these. It's gonna be great. Because you were willing to do that, just so you know, the carnival, guys, everything we do in here, you do affect the mood of the carnival. So when you're happy and you play along and everything, the carnival continues to be happy and a joyful place. The carnival is affected by the things that you do here. So if you are nice and willing to, you're good. Some people almost had some problems for a minute there. But you know, that's fine.
Look, we all worked it out. I'm just not going to ride on a monstrosity. I'm just not
At
going to
this
do it.
point,
Somebody else do it.
At this
Yeah,
point,
see?
though,
Someone else got hurt.
the
because-
carnival sincerely appreciates your patronage. Y'all are doing fantastic. They appreciate it. And Protanos, you are going to, we appreciate you trying that out, and if you want to hold on to it, that will be a D6 that you can use on one check of your choosing before dawn.
Perhaps we should try the Cyclops again.
All right. So as you hustle
You
along,
go wrestle the goblins.
I've already done that.
I didn't see you do it.
you
And
get
besides, we were on our
closer
way to see the
and
picture.
closer to the Pixie Kingdom, and you can hear chattering, and you can see bright colors. And as you walk into the area, you see a copse of oak trees sheltering a miniaturized fairground. At its heart, there's a hamster running inside a tiny Ferris wheel, encircled by minuscule wagons and candy stalls. Just super tiny version of everything shrunk down. And a pixie sitting cross-legged in the hollow of a tree at the entrance to the realm.
Oh, my sweet Bippy. It is a fair within a fair. This is blowing my mind. How do we enter this magical place?
Go talk to the pigs in the tree.
Oh, and now this one
I-
actually is a pixie, correct?
Yes.
Of course I'm a pixie.
See, now there was a feller over there at the Midway, who I
We don't talk about him. We don't talk about
yeah,
him. We don't talk about him.
he seemed like a dour sort.
Yeah, he sometimes can be, yeah. But I I think you're really going to enjoy it here.
I'm already enjoying
We
it. I
have-
would like to come inside.
Absolutely. I would like to punch this ticket for you, and I would like you to go inside.
Please punch my ticket.
Absolutely. And the rest of you, you're going in, yes?
Yes.
It's fabulous in here. Good.
I'll try not to break anything this time.
Yeah, you know.
Very tiny stuff.
Mr. Torn, maybe you should wait outside if you have a tendency to be a bull in a pixie shop.
I'll be good, fine. I'll be careful.
All right. As you go in, though, he tells everybody, okay, guys, while you're here, though, I do have to tell you that we have pixie names that you're going to be using.
My name's Jericho Mossblossom of the Westbriar Moss Blossoms.
But, while you're in the Pixie Kingdom, you are going to be Cotton Candy. That is going to be your pixie name.
My pixie name is Cotton Candy Jericho Mossblossom of the Westbriar Moss Blossoms.
That
There we
sounds
go.
awesome. That sounds awesome. And Sage, you know how it goes. So, let's see. I think that today you are going to be Jelly Bean Starfish. And, gentlemen?
Wait, can I possibly pick my name?
Nope.
Can I pick his name? It's a good one. Please? Can I whisper it to you and then you decide
You
whether or
sure
not?
can.
Okay, so I lean in real close and I say, his name should be Cupcake Sweet Wings. That is probably the most adorable pixie name I've ever heard. And I just came up with that on the spot.
It'd be even better if they were a detective, wouldn't it? But yes,
You
know
could make
what?
a whole novel about a detective Cupcake Sweet Wings incorporated.
Idea for a song.
You know what?
Cupcakes mental.
I really do like that one.
See, I told you.
I really like that one.
There you go.
Yep, your cupcake sweet means it's time torn.
Was that for him or for me?
No, it's for you now.
Oh, all right.
Okay, there you go.
It's for you now, buddy.
Cakes. All right. Cupcake, sweet cakes.
Yep.
No, Cupcake Sweet
Sweet
Wings.
Wings.
Sweet wings.
Yeah, she liked it better for you.
And for you, Cobweb.
Cobweb.
Okay.
That seems about appropriate.
Oh.
All right, guys. All right, as you go in, the pixie that is sitting there actually does dust everybody with a little bit of pixie dust.
I'm gonna OD on pixie dust tonight.
Just don't snort it, you'll be fine.
Too late.
Actually, what it will do is shrink you down to pixie size.
Oh my lord, why didn't somebody tell me that was gonna happen? Oh, I'm
Take your
having a
time.
crisis. I am not. I'm so wee at this point. The world is big, and I am a tiny Cotton Candy Jericho Moss Blossom of the Westbriar Moss Blossom.
The rest of you,
love
you're not used to this size. It's good. You gentlemen.
So this is
I
a
love that.
normal height.
You are also tiny.
That's normal.
Not having a good
Well,
time.
he's used to being 8 feet tall. Now he's like 2 feet tall. So
How come I can't be? How come I can't
No,
be torn
it's
size? Why do I gotta be many?
Pixies are smaller than fairies.
Oh, so I went from 8 feet to a foot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna quickly like. fill
Is
my
this
horns.
unnerving for you?
That's the opposite of what should happen.
Yep, there's still nothing has changed about them though. They still appear to not have, they're still so small. So small. They shrunk with you. Sorry. And actually, oddly enough, somehow, you're actually shorter than your friend now.
What?
So confusing.
Can I be taller than all of them?
Yeah, you would be. Because honestly, he's like, I really need to shrink you. You're fine. Okay. Yeah.
Looking up at people, this is a new experience. It hurts the neck.
You need to ride on my shoulder this time?
Sure.
I am not amused by this any longer. But since it has already traumatized me, we can move on. Please do show me around your nightmare carnival now. Do you know how incredibly terrifying it is to be this tiny?
Yes.
Oh, it is.
Well, of course you do.
Not really.
As you walk in, you're so small all of a sudden, but as you begin to walk into the actual Pixie Kingdom area, you notice it's actually very tranquil compared to the rest of the bustling carnival around you. It's actually a little bit slower here. The air is filled with the aroma of blackberry wine and flower blossoms.
Ooh,
It smells amazing. And 8 brightly painted doorways are nestled in the bark at the base of the surrounding trees.
Well, I guess this is all right.
Where's the source of this? Where's the source of that wine?
All right.
It's by them colorful doors over yonder.
I want to show you one of my trinkets. Look, I got this wine bottle, and if I smash it, it will repair itself in a minute.
Okay,
Wait,
you
1
have
minute.
broken glass where I may now tread, and
No,
others will come
watch.
afterwards.
Just wait, watch. This is cool.
And then it reads symbols.
Oh, well, isn't that just wonderful?
Wow, it's one of my favorite toys.
You smash these on a regular basis, I assume.
It's the same one. It won't break,
No, it totally broke. I watched it happen.
but it comes back. See?
He's done it again. Torn, you are a creature of chaos, and I do adore it.
As this continues, you see all kinds of things around you. You actually see some flowers staying right inside, and you can hear them talking to one another. There are other fairies within the area, some of them chatting among themselves. One of them does have some of that wine, it looks like, and offers you some.
Yes.
Yeah.
He straight chugs it.
And there is, what you saw earlier, there is a tiny, basically Ferris wheel that's pixie size that you can ride on.
I'm gonna go get mine for the Ferris wheel.
All kind of things. Okay.
There was a circle of doors on a tree.
There.
I would like to go and look at them, their doors.
You would like to go look at them, their doors?
Yes, please.
All right. What would you like to do? Would you like to knock on them? Would you like to try to open them? What are you going to do?
Well, is there any sort of like insignia or perhaps a sign of some kind that would tell me which one I would find more preferable? They are simply colored doors.
They're just colored doors.
Is there a door that matches either of my wings?
You know there is.
Well, I would like to go to that door.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. That's going to be your third door down.
All right.
And
I am 3 doors down.
All right. All right. And so, are you knocking? Are you just opening it? What are we doing?
Well, it would be impolite just to barge into someone's home, so of course I shall knock.
Okay.
Is there a handle or a doorknob or what you call? You know what them things are when they go on the door and you knock on them?
A door knocker.
No, that's not it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know,
The thing
it's
with
got like, sometimes it's got like the face of a leonin and it's got something in its mouth and
the
you
bobblehead
grab it
thingy.
and you knock on it.
Mhm.
Anyways, one of them. Does it have one of them?
It does.
What?
It looks like a little pug dog, but yeah, there's one.
It looks like a little pug dog.
Yep.
Huh. Well, that there is adorable.
Mhm.
You know, other than being shrunk down to fun size, I'm not exactly hating this. I would like to grab the pug dog's little door knocker and just bang it on the door a couple of times.
Okay. And when you do, you actually start hearing barking from inside, and you hear someone fussing a little bit, and then the door is thrown open, and a pug dog barrels out and starts just excited, just normal dog stuff, sniffing at you and licking, and he's just excited. And you see a little fairy going, Pinecone, down, down.
Now, you may not know this about the Lay Pine people, But when a dog suddenly charges at us with a curious look in its eyes, we do tend to pee ourselves and fall over dead. Which is what is about to happen. As Pinecone gets intimately familiar with the smell of Jericho in distress.
He looks like he's sorry, but he's not sure what to do. He just backs up and stares at the little pixie that's telling him, sit, sit. Are you okay, sir?
No! You shall have a warning! Your hound has descent upon me, and I may not recover. Oh, the vapors.
Well, you know what? If you'd like to come in, I get it. If you'd like to come in, I have thimbleberry tarts inside.
No! I do not want to enter the den of the beast. If I had known.
Oh, I mean, he's probably not going to come back inside now. He's probably just going to wander around out here for a while.
Oh, it's free. Then yes, I would like to barricade myself inside your domicile.
Pixie ushers you in and sits you at a table and begins just shoving as many blackberry tarts at you as you can eat, just as quickly as you can eat them. He refills the table. He brings you tea. He's like, do you want some
It's just
tea?
crumbling on his face and falling into his lap. And he grabs another. I saw my life flash before my eyes. Oh, I should have been nicer to Marigold.
Okay.
Who keeps a beast like that just loose?
Popcorn is a very sweet dog.
Incorrect.
Sage, you said you were getting that on the parrot.
Oh, man.
I can see so she is dying laughing.
Fair, you would have been able
should've
to
worn my
see
yellow
this.
pants.
You would have heard the little bark of a dog. You've seen the whole thing.
I'm giving that dog a treat when I get that.
Okay, Martha, Sword. How are you responding?
Laughing.
I think I would like to offer him a bottle of the blackberry wine. I think he could use a drink right now.
You would have to be
But I'm not saying we
following
have
him
that, but,
into the
No, he
cottage.
barricaded the door. I'm trying to push furniture in front of it.
Mr. Bunny.
I live here now.
Sir, this is not necessary. This is not necessary. You can't live here now. You're not going to be pixie size anymore. Within a half hour, sir. You can't live there.
Well, it looks like I live here for the next 29 and a half minutes. I will not exit this place until I know that I can stomp that little mutt.
The entire pixie kingdom is laughing hysterically, except for the one who's like trying to talk to the dog.
I'm glad that my trauma and pain is so amusing to you all. No, please, tell me again how hilarious I sounded when I fainted like that.
Well, you know what, guys? Pinecone loves to play hide and seek. Would anyone like to play hide and seek with us?
Sure.
Hells no!
You were in the damn cottage. You were
It
not
doesn't
doing
matter. I
anything.
have ears like satellite dishes. I heard that the dog likes to play hide and seek. That is my literal worst nightmare. There is a monstrous mutt outside that is going to hide and pounce upon me.
No, well, technically you hide and he'll come
How in
find
the
you.
world is Mr. Pantyhose even living right now? Does he not know that there is a hound loose?
How was surprised if you respond, by the way, to the gambling amount of this little pug dog.
I think it's adorable. I'm trying
Us
to make
sniffing
friends
at
with it.
everybody, trying to be friends.
Yeah, I'm just basically trying to like pet it,
Am I
be friends with it, trying
Down
to
off
show like
the
it's
Ferris
not.
wheel yet, or am I just still?
You were in line and this happened. You started laughing. Everything stopped.
Yeah. Or,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we go over, love on the little dog, give
Yeah.
him a treat.
That's kinda-
He's probably just as traumatized.
it's kind of over the line. After hearing the commotion, I'm like over there. So that happened.
Oh, Lord. I'm gonna try and see if I can keep the dog's attention, see if we can get him to come out and get the dog
Go away!
in.
There is no chance my floss in the west part. My floss is in here!
No, there's cotton candy. Come on, cotton
That
candy.
is a foul lie! Slander!
I have the dog captured,
Then I sure as hell ain't coming out.
so you can come out and we can put the dog back in and close the door.
I will wait until this spell has returned me to my normal size.
You-
And then I'm gonna punt that mutt over the fence.
You will break the house if you do that, or be trapped in it. You need to come out of the house before the spell breaks.
No.
The pixie that's inside the house tells him, it's okay, Sage. It's cool. I will continue to feed him tarts and Brambleberry
Thank you
wine.
for your hospitality, Beastmaster.
Please take your other friends and enjoy. Would you like to go back to the Ferris wheel?
Okay. I'll see if Pinecone wants to go with me.
Pinecone will trot over to the ride with you and then sit and then watch you while you get on the ride. So, this wooden wheel has 8 wicker carriages. There is a large hamster who's actually trundling around inside the contraption that turns this wheel. And he's very talkative. So, as soon as you get on, he starts chattering at you. Oh my gosh, Miss Sage, you finally came and visited with us. I'm so excited to see you. It sounds like your friend caused a lot of hilarity today.
He's been doing that all day. It's been great.
That's awesome. You should have brought him sooner. You should have brought him sooner.
Let's try it.
So much fun. So much fun.
He got so excited with the pixie dragon. I finally got him to come to the pixie. Now I don't think I can get him out of the house though.
You know, he'll go back up to size. You know how it always. You know how it always is. You've seen this
him
before.
breaking all this furniture.
Yeah. You
have to remake it all over again. It's just-
You know Puddle Mud will kick him out of the house before he gets too big. It's all good. We're so happy you visited here with us, though. We're so excited. Have you talked to Burley lately?
No, I can't say that I have. Is something going on?
Yeah, you know, I've noticed, I thought that y'all would be closer friends. He spends so much of his time talking philosophy with the swan boats, and I figured that y'all must be friends. Because I know, it seemed like someone told me that you tend to kind of, be one that discusses some of philosophy things. You know?
Sometimes, but not all the time.
Fair.
It's much more fun to go around and cause chaos.
Oh, fair. It doesn't seem like Burley would. He's such a big bugbear. No one ever really expects that of him, though, honestly.
No, it's fun to talk to him, but not all the time.
Fair enough.
Not always in the mood for that. It's very long
It
conversations.
is. Yeah, I've been told it can be. Absolutely.
Have you been acting different lately?
No, just nothing. I mean, nothing but the weird little occasional stuff. We all have been, looking out for that kinku that keeps causing trouble around here with her magic. But I don't know.
Maybe I'll need to take him over to meet him next.
Oh, maybe. You might have fun.
I think the bunny would have fun talking philosophy.
Oh, he probably would. If he's gonna have fun with that, you should take him to swan boats then. Take him to the
Swan boats.
Take him to Feathery, and she would like him.
He might not listen to me after this dog fiasco, though.
Oh,
We'll see.
well, you could always tell him to come talk to me. What's more exciting than a talking hamster?
Well, he
Nothing,
refused to get on the
nothing,
dragonflies. I
nothing.
think he has a thing against heights.
I don't know how to help
Get
you
him
with
to
that
at least talk to you and maybe not get on the ride.
I mean, he doesn't have to.
But that would require him to come out of the house.
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, you know. All right, guys, what are we doing?
Well, I was drinking wine.
You
Saw a lot of
okay?
commotion. Went and checked out the commotion. I was also helping with the dog, and then I'm just kind of back in line with the Ferris wheel,
Just
slightly
hanging.
intoxicated.
Okay,
Because I want to ride a Ferris wheel.
fair enough.
You must keep all of your senses when there is a predator at your heels.
Pine copper's fine.
Okay. And Prothenos, I mean, they asked before, but y'all didn't answer, and some pixies run back up to you, and they're like, for real though, like, do you want to play hide and seek? Because we love to do that around here. That is one of the most fun games. There's so many interesting places to hide. No? Yes? No?
Who's gonna be the seeker?
The dog.
Oh.
Well, I mean, we can let Pinecone be the seeker.
I just think that's a little unfair.
Or I can. I can. I will this time. I'll take it. I'll do it this time. Jeremy, will you watch the thing so I can play? You see the nod, and she's like, yeah.
Yeah, I'll play seek and hide.
Yes?
That's
No?
right, drunken Ferris wheel another time. Let's do this, lion friend.
Okay. All right. At this point, those of you who have decided to play, the kind of places that you can try to hide are going to be, of course, you've already seen the Ferris wheel type thing. There's that option. There's the doors. There's also there's a huge flower bed, which you are pixies, and they are now very close to your size. And there is a heron's nest, actually, in the back corner as well. So there are several places you can attempt to hide. Tell me what you'd like to do.
I'll hide in the flowers.
You'd like to talk to the flowers, like to hide in the flowers?
Yeah. But
When you get over to them and you start going in, they are kind of bickering with each other, and they pause and they're like, "Really? Just like that? You're not even gonna ask? You're just gonna hide behind it. You're not even gonna ask. You're gonna be like that about it."
May I please hide with you?
Charisma check.
Nine?
No. There's like no. Nope. You've been drinking the blackberry wine. Nope. You smell.
I swear to drunk I'm not.
I bet you're not. Go away.
Okay.
I will tell him where you are.
I'll hide somewhere else. Guess one of those doors by the trees then.
Alright, then.
I'm gonna go over to the heron's nest.
Okay. There is a heron there. She looks at you and she's like, "Oh, wow. Are you gonna try to hide here? The weather is so nice today, isn't it? It's just lovely."
It very much is, and if you would be willing to let me hide here, I would love to. It's a lovely nest you've got here.
Fair enough. Thank you. I'm totally fine with you hiding here, but I just want to go ahead and she kind of ushers you in. You can kind of get into the long grass, and she just continues to talk to you about the weather. She just continues to tell you, like, but it's so nice out today, and I was looking at the clouds earlier, and there was this one cloud, and it was shaped like an egg, and I thought, that is so cool. Why are clouds shaped like eggs? But eggs are something that we sit on the ground, and like, then they sit on them, and then they hatch, and then they turn into little herons, and then they fly in the cloud. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. Anyway, ongoing litany about clouds and weather and what it feels like. What would you like to do? You gonna say anything to her? Are you gonna engage a conversation? What do you want to do?
Well, I mean, all the little baby herons have to go somewhere.
Fair, that is fair. They do have to go somewhere. Are you also playing hide and seek? You're not, right? They won't know. I won't tell them I'm talking to you. It's fine. We'll just keep chatting. I won't tell them we're talking.
All right.
Yeah, good. Yeah. It'll be fine. Sage, were you playing, or are you
I was on the Ferris wheel, so I don't think I ended up in the hide and seek
Alright,
game
good
because
enough.
I was talking to the hamster.
Okay, I was trying to
Well,
make sure
going
you were
around.
still
Yeah.
good with
Yeah.
Okay. Torn.
Yeah, hiding in the trees now.
You're hiding in the trees.
doors. See if they'll take me.
Alright, so what are we gonna do? Knock on the first door, see if someone will let you in? What are we gonna do?
Sure.
Just try to hide behind the tree? What are we doing?
Ooh, yeah, we'll do that. Let's go right behind the
I mean,
tree.
those are options.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I like
Um,
that one.
give me, where is it? Oh my goodness. I do not have one. Give me a stealth check.
Ooh. That's a 7.
So,
Hide from the monster.
as the end of the counting happens,
Really don't like it.
Yeah, no kidding.
and you hear someone call out, "Ready or not, here I come!" You
The baying of
literally just trip and fall out from behind the tree, and they're like, "Got you! Done!" And they continue to search. They continue finding other little pixies. Parthenos, give me a d20 roll, just a flat d20 roll.
10.
So you will win. You will be the last one found. Even though your companion is very chattery, she has managed to start looking like she's not talking to anyone, like she's just talking to herself, which apparently the pixies feel like is fairly normal, and they just let it happen, and they're just like, sometimes she's like sometimes. As the winner, though, you are actually not found at all. They finally go, there was one more of y'all. There was one more of you? Yes? Yeah.
I had a little pie.
And the organizer of the game calls out, you hear one say, Miss Honeyman, I think that I found everyone I can find, but I think there's one still out there, and I cannot seem to find them. And you hear a different voice call out, okay, we are done, and whoever remains hidden has won this round. And at that point, do you come out? You remain hidden. What do you do?
Stay hidden.
Okay.
Keep talking to the heron
Okay.
about the trees and the clouds. And
All right.
Baby herons flying in the air.
At this point, y'all do have maybe
The cat
10
has
or
climbed into the nest.
you have about 10
The
minutes.
heron is completely unaware of the danger of the baby herons.
Okay.
That dog's gotta go home sooner or
Yeah,
later.
well, you know, as long as he doesn't come out of the nest, he'll be fine.
I mean, that dog's going home sooner or later.
I live here now. It needs another place to live now.
Oh, is there anything else that you would like to do in the Pixie Kingdom? You've got about 10 minutes. Or we're just going to kind of continue our chats, wander
I'm
around.
pretty satisfied.
What are the other doors
I got
that are
mine.
there?
Um,
There were 6?
There are other doors, kind of as you go to each one, you do work here, so you kind of have an idea that Pinecone usually stays behind one of those. They're actually the Pixies' homes, so usually they invite people in and they'll give them food and tarts or whatever, you know, but there's nothing specific behind them. It just, this happens to be their homes and they live in the Pixie Kingdom and they just use it as aesthetics.
Okay.
All right.
Just to wander around with Pinecone then.
Nothing.
Waiting for him to get Pinecone back in his house so he can leave.
That's fair. That's fair. One of the Pixies does tell you at one point, you know, you could ride him. He might let you ride him. Just throwing that out there.
Oh, climb it on top of the dog.
Okay. Give me a quick handle animal check.
Okay. Wow, the dice didn't like me as much as 12.
Okay, you'll be fine. And he just says, hold on, and he whistles at Pinecone and he runs around the entire enclosure like 3 times, like a little dog with the zoomies. But he lets you ride him the whole time and then just stops in front of the guy and waits for treats.
Giggling
So
ecstatically the entire time.
Oh, you hear Jeremy call out. He was the guy kind of running the enclosure, and he's like, hey, Miss Sage, Torn, those people that were with you, y'all might want to go ahead and hustle up towards the gate. Y'all got about, a minute before your pixie dust wears off.
Alright, well,
Yeah.
I'm
Alright.
up anyway.
So what you're saying is I have 30 more seconds.
No, you need to now. The dog won't leave the Pixie Kingdom. So if you get out of the Pixie Kingdom, you're far away from the dog.
Oh Lord.
And as you have this discussion with him and you are trying so hard, the one pixie long suffering sigh and he's like, please put him up. And Jericho, you can hear all of a sudden it sounds like you can hear the dog barking a little bit, but the sound muffled as if he's behind a door.
I carefully crack the door open and look. I'm ready to slam this door if I even sense any sort of mischief.
Mischief. See nothing.
Okay, I ease the door open a little more and start to make my way, but I am ever alert.
Okay. You see Sage, you see Torn, you seem to be missing Parthenos, but
The dog got him. I knew it. I knew it.
He's hiding somewhere.
I would be too. I was hiding, in fact.
The dog was in the
I'm
secret
making my
room.
wish on my dandelion as he's done with this.
other than that, though, you hustle up towards the front of the kingdom right as the spell begins to wear off. And Parthenos, are you going to continue to hang out where you are until your spell wears off? And or are you going to go ahead and get to the front?
You're gonna go ahead and go.
Okay.
And be like, wonderful chatting with you, Miss Heron. I would love to do it again.
Oh, thank you, and I appreciate it. It is so rare to find a young person who is willing to just talk about the weather with me. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course.
All right. So as you get to the front of the area, and
Oh my
Parthenos,
Lord, he
you are
lives.
a little bit behind everyone, so you are literally at the edge of the Pixie Kingdom right as it happens, and the spell wears out. You are back to your normal sizes.
Oh, good. Let me back in there now. I have
No,
one
okay,
thing.
good.
Too big.
No, sir.
That is the idea.
No. I'm
Mm-mm.
gonna go smash their homes.
I don't want to smash their home.
And
That's where Pinecone is. He's in
the
their
guy who's
homes.
keeping the
Well,
door
I would have to
reaches
drag
out to
him
you,
out by
Parthenos, and he
his
says,
foul,
"You,
muddy
Mister,
mouth
you,
and
you,
throw
sir,
him over the
you
fence."
were amazing at hide and seek, and we wanted to make sure you got your prize before you left."
Okay.
And he hands you a little packet of pixie dust. All right.
And they
This
put that on
turns,
everything.
this can turn
Have a bag of
Maypon
condiments.
smaller, can't it?
Oh, I don't
It
know.
does seem to have that effect sometimes.
So if we happen to find a dog behind a door, we can have some more fun in the carnival.
I see where you're
Or
going
would this,
with
does
this.
this have adverse side effects too? Would it turn the dog larger?
I don't think so. I've never seen that happen.
I do know a friendly dog. Where's Sage? Have you seen old Blinky around?
Old Blinky?
It's an old Blink dog. He's a friend of mine.
There's a what?
He's old and tame. I promise you, you'll love him.
That's
He's
what you
great.
said about Dragonfly, and I saw it try to drown somebody earlier.
He didn't die.
Oh, I see.
I think he was over playing with the bubbles,
But did
watching
you
the bubbles,
die?
wishing he could still.
Exactly
He's
what happened.
always following me around when I'm working. I guess he knows I'm having fun. We'll let him play with the bubbles.
Who's
The
Bubbles?
The bubbles.
The bubbles.
Bubbles the monkey? Who masters the Calliope?
Ow.
No.
Actual bubbles.
I point
Oh.
up right next to us where the bubble.
You mean that
the
that
bubble pop is, and
blinking monstrosity
Yes,
could
next to you.
possibly be floating above us right now in these multicolored bubbles?
yes.
He's old, so I don't think he'll be floating.
But he likes to watch the bubbles and dream
I
of being
finally
able to
figured
catch
out
him.
what kind of carnival this actually is. It's one of them shock carnivals where their objective is to terrify you because it's fun.
I mean,
It wasn't, but it is now.
There's a certain time of year where the carnival does that, but not this
It's
time.
apparently this time of year.
Guys, as you continue to wander through the carnival, I do want to direct your attention just briefly. There are some blue pages in the middle of your table, and those are flyers that you're going to kind of just see posted around there. If at any point, or around the carnival, if at any point you want to talk to anyone about any of them or anything, but these are kind of just something you're going to kind of see posted up. Some of them look like they've been here a while. Some of them look like, maybe they just got put up yesterday. And even with the carnival in and out of different realms, it looks like somehow these have stayed at the carnival and just moved around with it.
Huh. Kettle, steam, the kin to seems like they could use possibly some representation.
Someone's missing a doll. That's no fun.
Did you say dog? Did you say somebody's missing a dog?
Doll.
Doll. Okay, doll. Okay.
My doll is missing. Was stolen. I think it's somewhere in the Witchlight Carnival. Not that I went there. I didn't sneak out to the carnival. Please bring my doll back to this manor.
How do you spell that?
Letivius.
Your mastery of the language is truly astounding.
Well, thank you.
I can't. The two of you who do work for the carnival, of course, you've seen these all before. You've run into a few of these. You do actually know, if you want to ask more questions about some of them, you know that some of these posters are actually put up, the ones that say so, they're actually put out by somebody within the carnival. And if you want to know more about them, if you want to tell me which one, I will be able to tell you possibly who may be able to talk with you about it, if that is something that you'd like to pursue.
I'd like to pursue the case of the missing doll.
As far as that one is concerned, I believe that the only person you're really going to get any information about that from is probably going to be the carousel. Diana at the carousel. And you just, you could also go talk to Dearla, who runs the Lost and Found.
I'll check the lost and found.
Those are
Hey,
your
wait a minute. They have lost and found here?
There you, sure enough.
As it turns out, I actually lost something here a couple of years back.
Did you?
Well, I mean, I think it was a couple of years back. Maybe it was yesterday.
What did you lose?
Well, it's kind of hard to explain.
Words.
It was either yesterday or maybe it was this morning. Anyways, sometime back, or maybe sometime recent, I wandered in here as a younger hippie hop individual, and or perhaps I didn't. It's hard to tell. See, I have trouble with time, and I think that this here carnival of monstrosities and nightmares has taken that from me, because I, as a mischievous lad, snuck in to see the beautiful swans who I had heard so much about.
You want to go to the swan rides now?
Now I want to go to the Lost and Found and talk to Miss Beerla and see if I may recover my ability to tell when it is time for breakfast.
I need to talk to her about this missing
Technically,
doll.
you could have breakfast at any time. Breakfast is pretty much a universal meal.
We can do that.
If you'd like to.
You could also have second breakfast now too.
I usually end up having second breakfast because I can't remember having first breakfast.
And then 11sies?
I have tried 11sies before, but it's usually not at 11. And so then it's usually more into afternoon tea. I think. Because sometimes it's not afternoon tea, because sometimes I get it mistaken and it's actually early morning, and Mama is like, Jericho Moss Blossom, you have already had your breakfast and your second breakfast. And I said, but Mama, that was hours ago. And she said, Jericho, you still have marmalade on your tongue.
Torn, would
And
you
I
like
would
to
say,
tell me which way you would like
that
to
makes a
go?
lot of
That's it,
sense
I'll go to
because
the Lost and
everything
Found.
tastes kind of marmalade-y.
Lost and Found is back by the ticket booth. Do you want to take the most direct
Let's
route?
go.
Do you want to take
Yeah,
a more
it's
circuitous
a
route?
problem.
Like, how do you
I
want to get
forget
there?
Probably the most
birthdays
direct route, just to
and
ask the questions.
anniversaries.
Back down towards
And
the
you
ticket
come
booth
from
and
the
then
West Briar
across?
Moss Blossoms. We got
Yes.
family all over the place. I mean, we've got
What you
10
said.
as far as the East Briar. And you got to keep up with all the comings and goings and
Just dragging them
reunions
with you?
and dinners
Yeah,
and
but
suppers.
I mean, he wants to go there.
And,
So
you know,
I
it's
guess
just a
fine.
lot. And when you can't remember if it's Tuesday or Monday, then it can be a problem.
Well, let's go to Lost and Found and see what they can help you.
That sounds wonderful.
As he
Lead the way, Mr. Torn.
as he stops talking, you're already there. You've gotten there. He gave you this whole list
This
of
was
things.
very quick. We could have saved time if you had simply told me it's right there.
Wow.
It wasn't
Yeah.
really walking the whole time you were talking.
There is a lost property
We were
wagon.
walking this whole time?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That would explain a lot.
It says lost and found on it, and outside of this wagon is a large feline creature with midnight blue fur. It has a pair of tentacles extending from its shoulders and wears fake butterfly wings. Hanging from its collar is a small wooden keg. The creature is roughhousing with two small human boys. One of the boys squeals and talks to her and asks her to please continue to playing with him. He squeals and says, "Again, Darla, again!" The two of you who work here know this to be Darla, the displacer beast that runs Lost and Found.
May I have your attention, please? When you said, there's a lost and found, it might have behooved us if you had also mentioned that amidst the lost and found, what's that?
Wow, that's a displacer beast.
I know what it is. I would have liked, possibly, preferably, a little bit of warning that, hey, Jericho Moss Blossom, the West Briar Moss Blossom, just so you're aware, when we approach the lost and found looking for your ability to tell time, there will also be a monster!
Oh, dear love's not a monster.
She's very sweet.
She's sweet. She's sweet, right?
Yes,
Monster.
she's playing with
Playing
children.
with a child.
That's what cats do. And look, ask Catman over there. Do you or do you not play with your food before you eat it?
No.
Mr. Weatherman.
Look, you can't trust him. All right, let's get this over with. Hello, Miss Dearla. I will try not to treat you like the terrifying creature that you are if you will simply help me find my lost ability to tell time. Hello, my name is Jericho Moss Blossom of the West Briar Moss Blossoms. You may have something about that belongs to me back there.
Well, Jericho Moss Blossom of the West Briar Moss Blossoms.
See how easy that was?
I'll learn it eventually.
You are more than welcome to tell me what does this lost sense of time look like?
Well, if I knew that, then I could help out. Perhaps you have like a rummage drawer that I can simply pilfer.
No, absolutely not. I can't just allow you to go in there and look through all of the items. You might choose anything and say that it was yours.
But if it was not my ability to tell time, wouldn't that be very easy to find out? You could simply say, hey, Jericho Moss Blossom of the West Briar Moss Blossoms, what time is it? And I would have to say, I don't know, if I was wrong.
Unfortunately, you do know that sometimes things get lost here and they just can't be found again. You know that, right?
Huh.
And as she's saying this, you actually see one of the children jump into the wagon and they pick up a mirrored ball and they start playing with it, and you actually see Dealer turn around and snatch it from him very violently. She's normally so placid, so calm. You've never seen her angry. And she snarls and flicks her tentacle and she tells him, "Don't touch that!" And of course, this frightens the child. The child runs, and she looks positively mortified immediately. So upset with herself, and she begins asking, oh my goodness, I did not mean to scare him. It's just, it's something special. It's mine. I needed him not to touch it. Can you please go find him? I can't leave the other kid here. Like, I'm watching them for their mom. Can you go find him for us, please?
Sure, but can you answer, do you know anything about this? And I just show her the flyer.
Mr. Torn,
I
there is a child running amok.
Oh,
I think
fine.
that would be more
Fine.
pressing at this point in time than a lost plaything.
Quid pro quo. I help her, she helps me, I help her.
We get the kid first, and then she can tell you.
Fair. And he just snorts of smoke, just comes out of his nostrils.
Wow.
I'm
Okay.
certain that will not at all frighten the child. This is where we practice our inside voices, and we try to appear small.
That's gonna be really hard.
That's really hard. Just like you can't tell time, I'm just large.
I understand you lost your smallness.
That's not exactly, kind of.
Say
Wait.
no more. I understand.
My horns used to be bigger. I lost 3 inches of them.
It happens as you get older.
Well, I need them back. I can't be a so-called horny bard without my horns.
Well, you can. It's just what you do with them at that point.
Oh no.
Not necessarily the impressive size.
But they were 5 feet. Now they're just 4 and 9.
I
Are
believe
y'all gonna
you.
look for this child?
Yes, let's
Yes.
go look for the child.
Oh
Yeah,
How would you like?
I've already flown off.
You've
to
already-
try and
or-
follow the child.
Okay. To try to find him, I'm going to need perception checks.
Oh, that's just a straight die roll for me.
Huh?
16?
You find him right away. There was a candy stall just a couple steps away, and that is the first place you look, and that is exactly where he is.
Look, there it is. I help. Now may I please have my sense of time back?
Well, now we need to get the child to go back to the.
It's 4 steps away.
Okay.
Look, I'm by the candy stall. I'm by the lost and found.
Okay. So yes, walking back over. All right. So at that point, she does thank you profusely. Thank you so much. I told her mom I'd watch them, and didn't expect him to run off like that. As
It's
far
children,
as
it's what they do.
sometimes, yes.
Especially when you get scary.
It's not always why sometimes we lose our children, but that is why the ball is special to me. I lost my cub, Star.
Oh hey, I saw your flyer.
You probably did.
You lost your kitten.
I lost my cub. I did.
I'm so sorry. That is horrible. You know, I just can't imagine what it would be like to lose something so precious. It's like losing your sense of time.
Unfortunately, the
If
thing is,
only there was good people in this world that could help you find your lost kitten in my lost sense of time. Unfortunately, it seems like those people do not exist in this world. Oh wait, no, that's not true, because here I am. My name is Jericho Moss Blossom of the West Spire Moss Blossom, and I'll gladly help you find your cub.
okay. Here is this mirrored ball. It is his favorite toy, and hopefully you can use this to help you find him. Just like so many other things that get lost here that don't come to the lost and found wagon. Maybe you can find some of them, and hopefully your sense of time will be one of the things you find.
So you're saying it's not there in the back?
I'm afraid it's not. I did look.
So you did know what to look for then?
I assumed it would be a watch of some sort.
That would probably make sense.
Probably. I don't have any watches in there right now.
Perhaps a sundial.
And looks and goes,
Perhaps a water clock. Maybe an egg timer.
don't think your sense of time is here.
It's not there.
Well, shucks.
But more things have been going missing out of the carnival.
Oh, for sure. So, like, not just your kid cub or the doll baby or my sense of time. Like,
Or horns.
Yeah.
I'm
well,
telling you, that's natural and it's nothing to be ashamed of.
I want them bigger.
I understand, we all do.
Darla actually leans closer
Have you
and she tells
considered
you
prosthetics?
you will see a lot of flyers around here. And I think Mr. Witch and Mr. Edge are a little light or a little on edge because of that. And with that information, guys, we will close for the evening.
Yay!
Thank you so much for playing. I hope everyone had fun. And
Absolutely.
we'll be back in 2 weeks.
Amazing.
Woohoo!
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody!
Thank you.
Jericho Bosswell says bye.
Stay back, doll.